Hi, how's it going, folks? I'm Scott Dragon, and this is Ark Survival Evolved, my beginner's guide, part number 25, I think. In this episode, we are actually going to be running a couple of wee caves. It will help get the Thyla leveled up for a bit harder caves later on. But yes, as you can see, we are just outside the volcano for our first cave. We're going to cryo the RG up and take it with us. I have killed a lot of the nasties about. There still is quite a lot. There is a wee ledge you can actually sit your RG on and it's pretty safe, but since we've got spare cryopod once the Thyla comes out, we can get the RG cryoed up. So we'll just have a wee look here at the coordinates for... Oh, there we go. There's Troden runabout in there. That left up, right? There we go. Right, so there we are for the coordinates. This is what's known usually as the Kython Cave on the volcano. And it's 41.5 latitude, 47.3 longitude. And it's a fairly easy, straightforward cave. The biggest problem with these caves is usually mega rabies. But if you've got usually a good shoulder pet like Dimorphodon on aggro, then that usually kind of takes a lot of the flak for you. But since we don't have, we're just going to hope that the Thyla, I think with the Thyla as well, you got a better bite radius, which can actually help. Usually I wouldn't run this cave unless I had a baryonyx. So I don't think we'll be venturing in the water, considering we haven't even leveled this one up very much. But yeah, we're going to... Basically our main goal here is actually to get chitin. As you can see, managed to get rid of a couple of scorpions. So without further ado, we'll just drop down here and we'll watch that Troodon there. I don't like the looks of that. Got to be careful, there is a lot of nasties about here. Took down like a raptor pack as well, so... Right, so we've got our Thyla we got in our last. We'll just cryo this up. And that way it's safe if it's with us, hopefully. If not, then you'll hear me squealing a lot. We do have a level, so... Yeah, we will... we're doing a bit of health now. If we take it easy, we should be alright. We've got more melee. Oh, there we go. That'll do. And we'll go 1 for 1 with the health and melee. Usually I like to come in here with most of my teams with about 10k. What is that? It's been dropped. Hold on a wee second. So it's just dropped at the RG. Right, okay. That was a couple of theories we get rid of there. We'll keep the wee claws. Basically, anyway, we're not here really for the artifacts. But since we're here, we might as well pick up a couple. Do have the otter on, so basically we can throw one into the otter and we can take one for ourselves if it respawns quick enough. Sometimes they'll respawn quick, other times they won't. So we'll just use this meat to feed up this Thyla a wee bit. As I say, I usually go in with baryonyx for this one. But yeah, I think the Thyla should be strong enough. Is that one of the wee bugs? Yeah. Right, so basically, as well, your shoulder pet. We've got the otter with us. So basically what you want to do is go into your options and wait. Where's this? Behaviour. Stance. You want it on aggressive, right? So it means anything comes near it wild, and it's going to munch as well. So it's going to help the Thyla do some damage. Right, so let's get into these caves. This will be the first of 2 caves we do. And basically, as I said, we're in here for kiting, which caves are the best thing for them. So if you're enjoying the series, enjoying the videos, hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel out a lot when you do. Resubscriptions, most appreciated, and goes a long way. And yeah, lay a notification and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And leave a comment, let me know what you think and how you're finding the series and stuff. If you're a new player to Ark, how you're finding Ark itself. Right, I think we're ready to get in here. So we're just going to take it nice and easy and saunter in. There is bats in here, so I am hoping we don't get mega rabies. We do have food. Okay. Thyla needs to go on a diet, right. We're just inside the cave here, so we'll throw out the RG. And we will put it on neutral. We don't want anything. So, since we're actually got it set for PvE mode, we don't get a cooldown. Pick that up. So, just that first wee bit. Usually, I think you can actually, if you climb up to the top there, if you climb up one of the sides, you can actually go over this wee bit, but I know with the baryonyx I don't usually have an issue with it, but I think this chappie's kidding on its fur's too big and it can't get its ass through the door. So, right, so here we are, we're into the cave now. We've squeezed them in. Right, and straight away you can see we have bats, we have Arthropleura, they are the problems. I'm hoping this goes well. This will get the Thyla some levels as well. Oh. Right, okay, my gauntlets are broken. What else is broken? Right, Mastercraft turn off. Right, okay. Right, before anything else gets broken, oh, it doesn't matter, I can fix it. Right, we'll throw that. Take the hem over. Throw that. Right, basically what we're in here for is a kiting. Just stick him away there now. We might get some cloth armour, which if we do, we'll just throw that on when we can. I forgot actually the Arthropleura could get you when you're on the Thyla. Right, we've got 2 levels there. Took a bit of damage again from the Arthropleura, but that's nothing not to be expected. With its it's basically like a reverse damage thing. The more damage you do to it, the more damage you actually take as well. So by killing it, you're killing yourself a wee bit at a time, if you know what I mean. Right, so we just kind of stuff some meat in, get this. Plus we just put up to another wee level onto its health there, so we're getting close to our mark. And as you see, the blood effect works pretty well. The otter's doing well with the bats as well, so it'll probably end up with a couple of levels. Right. Finish feeding up. We'll throw this hide. We don't need to hide. We're here solely basically for the kiting. Same with the other cave. But we may stop off at the old base to actually, I was going to say repair this, but this is Gilly in it. No, we'll wait till we get back to the new crafting area and the new base. I'm hoping once we get these caves done, the next episode, the next part we'll be doing will be getting actually the main part of the base sorted. So with this kiting, it's going to help us get more cement paste that's needed. Oh, scorpion. Okay, I was about to say that's a hefty scorpion. I need to get this melee up. Oh, there's his pal, waiting for me. Where are you going? Coward. Right, I've got to watch because... Oh. I have been avoiding the explorer notes all through this series so far. And the last thing I want to do is actually hit any explorer notes. So I've got to be careful because there's one just in there and there's one couple further along. There's a couple further along down at the bottom here. So the last thing I want to do is actually hit them. I'm trying to do it all without explorer notes. Which, oh. Okay. As you see, the bats come out the walls, everything comes out the walls in this cave. What's that? Something behind me. Yeah, so you end up with everything coming out the walls at you, and just heal up again. Any chance you can actually get, it's best to get healed up, especially with the Arthropleura. I've actually lost teams over on Extinction by doing the OSD drops, the yellow ones. You get a lot of Arthropleura in with them, same with the red ones. And basically I took my eye off its health and just too busy munching everything. And before you know it, your tame's dead. And it's down to the bite back from the Arthropleura. So every time you damage it, it damages you. And it's too easy to lose teams over that way. So I always like to stop off, even when doing the levelling, and give them a wee level up. Our otter's got some fish on. So we're just taking it nice and easy. We don't want to run full speed ahead right the way through. There's a wee scorpion there. Because, oh, we got what, 2 Arthropleura. Yeah. We are taking a lot more damage than now because we are on a primitive saddle as well. I'm hoping once we get our main base done to actually get across to maybe Genesis 2, maybe Rag, and do some loot drops over there, even Scorched Earth, to actually get some loot drops. Because as you'll find out yourselves anyway, the island is not the greatest for loot drops, which is a shame. There's an explorer note down there. Oh, what's this? Arthur. Yeah, this is the other way where the other explorer note was. I'll just run up back around just to draw anything out. I heard something. Yeah, there he is. A wee scorpion. That'll be handy because when we're up here, we'll be able to do our levels again. 3 levels, not bad. Because this hasn't been leveled up as well. It will level up pretty quick. a lot of junk, mind you, building up. But we want this food. Yeah, we've got a wee bit of healing to do. Not taking extreme amounts of damage, but we are taking a wee bit. As I say, it's down to not imprint and saddles are crucial in this game, especially when it comes to doing boss fights and stuff. And even running caves. Some of the caves are insanely hard, and the damage, well, the damage you can receive is unbelievable. But it's the hard ice one, the snow one, that for the artifact is strong. It's a long cave, and basically it's full of Balovia, direwolves, bears, but they're called polar bears. Yeah, there's a lot of nasties in there. It is a really, really hard cave to get through. Lost many a team in there. Oh. What's that? A cave up like that. Yeah, so that's an extraordinary cave to try and get through. These ones are easy. Yeah, we're taking a bit of damage now, but that's down to saddle. Quality of saddle and basically what level the team is. It's not even been levelled, this one. Well, it's now starting to get levelled. But we'll get some good levels on. As you can see, we've got bats and things all about. Right, well, there's two ways to go. You could either went left or right. I tend to go like in a clockwise, so we'll go back up and we'll just go around the way I would do it normally. Could have just jumped over. Right, so if we come down this way, and basically there's the artifact there right in front of you. You can see. So we'll just circle around. This is why these caves are so good for kiting. But it's absolutely stocking up nicely here. Bit more melee. And boost up the food again. As I say, usually my Thylas and my Baryonyx, I would be looking at 10k health and everything else onto like melee or stamina. Not so much stamina really, more the weight and melee, just so you've got the bite to work your way through everything. Right, so we don't need all this food. We have got a good bit there. So we'll just sling all this to try and keep our weight down a bit. Arrows as well. Because we'll be transferring all this onto the Anki anyway. The RG, sorry. Once we get back up, and we'll be flying to the next cave. So this will be getting trialed up again. But with the next cave, we are actually not too bad because we can take the RG, fly the RG in, and leave it sitting waiting for us. Similar to what we've done there with this one. We've got scorpions, bats. I'm hoping the wee otter's actually getting a few bites in here, because he'll get some levels up himself. Right, more health. Right, do we need a hat? Yes we do. Right, so because our hat broke, we'll just throw in a leather one. Any old piece of armour helps. It'll probably just get broken again, but it'll give a wee bit more defence, but not a lot. Right, and I've got to be careful because there is an explorer note right on one of these edges and I don't want to clip it. Let's see. There we go, that's better. You can see a bit better. Spiders. Nice. Keep thinking I can hear something behind me. Right, what way will we go? Well, we'll go this way first. We'll go around to clear the cave first, and then we'll go and grab the artifact. As was... Whoa. Whoa. This is one of the most horrible caves for things coming out the walls at you. Absolutely everywhere. They creep out the walls for all angles. I don't want to touch that chest. I want to get these. Taking a bit of damage. So as you can see, the artifact's just there, but we'll wait until we get further around. I think there's a spider there. No. But there's another explorer note, so we're just going to shimmy on past that one, and this point I can hear a snake. It must be in one of the walls. So at this point now, give me that hat over there. I'm going to heal up because we did take quite a bit of damage for the Aether Pleura. Usually I would run through this cave a lot quicker, but usually I had Thylo leveled up and I wouldn't be taking so much damage, but since we're leveling up nicely, it's actually enjoyable just to take our time through the cave for a change. 1, 2, and we'll just scoff this meat in quickly to top it up. The weight is picking up a bit as well, so I'll need to lighten the load a bit. We'll keep that wee cloth hat there just as a spare. Usually I come in with a full set of armour, I usually leave naked, so and then it's just repairs for the armour, but we can get that all repaired once we get back to the crafting base with the organic poly that's needed to repair it. As I say, it's quite good to get the levels on for this, even if we were to hit the 3 explorer notes there. That would be some amount of experience we would get actually just running about this cave, just getting kiting. Hence I would give the name the Kiting Cave, because it is really, really good for kiting. Same with the other one. Let's see, your worst thing in here really is the Aether Pleura. Maybe the bats with the mega rabies. But same with the Megalania in the other cave. You tend to find there is Megalania in this other cave, so you've got to watch out. But really, I don't usually have problems with mega rabies until I go to the lava cave. Oh, what's that? Who's that shooting me? Right, I take it somebody's, well, snake. Right, I take it that thingy's on the wall. Oh. Right. Oh. There we go. And a wee loot drop. I am not going to jump off. Not until this is clear. Let's say, if I'd jumped off there, I would have been mauled, tranked, and probably knocked out. There we go, 10k, that's enough health now. It will keep building its health up, it'll keep eating, so we'll get up to 10, and that'll be perfect. For not a max level, it's actually turned out quite a good wee thyla, this one. Yep. Just want to throw this extra stuff away. Right. Go for it. Not a green drop, but what do we get? Ichthy saddle, that's wee dolphins, and apprentice hatchet blue. That'll do. Nothing ecstatic, but it's always worth. You never know when you're gonna get something decent for one of these drops. But yeah, usually I would do like loot drop runs in Genesis 2, Rag, Scorched Earth, even doing like some of the wee mini games over in Genesis. Some of the wee games are alright, but to base the whole game around mini games isn't really basically what you would expect at Ark. So Genesis is not my biggest fans. I'm not the biggest fan of the Genesis. The Genesis 2 map is lovely. It is an absolute cracking map. I do like it. But it's just the wee game bits that I'm not a fan of. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before, because I'm a solo player, I'm always... You feel more at a disadvantage on Genesis 2 for these wee mini games, because they're more tribe orientated to be able to do them, so it's a wee bit, sometimes you think it's a wee bit unfair. Right, and there we dung beetle. We've got our dung beetle back over at the old base, so we're alright for dung beetles at the moment. We will be doing another greenhouse over at the new base. Let's say I want to try and get the... Right, I can hear a snake, and I would like to know where it is before... Where's the... Right, sometimes things hide until you get off the tame, and it sounds like it's very close. The last thing I need to be doing is getting tranked. Right, there it is there, isn't it? That's under the water. Right. Okay, it sounds now like that's all clear. We're not going to throw the artifact into the water just now, because it is a wee bit dodgy still to get off. So there we go, we're down. Don't run the cave. We do have the artifact at the Clover now, which is good, because that's one towards the artifact. The Clover is for the Broodmother. It'll be... I just threw Kite away there, didn't I? So it'll be one of the first boss fights we do, I think. Depending on, I've never actually done the Broodmother with Megatherium, but I've heard it's actually the easiest way to do them now. Because of the spiders, it gets its bug boost, and it's supposed to be. So, it's a team I've never really went into a lot of breeding with and stuff like that, so maybe worth a wee look, maybe. Plus it helps when you get a wee saddle, or a saddle blueprint as well for, so it might be a easier task of getting a saddle blueprint for one of them than the usual Rex. Right, so we went that way when we came down, so we're going to head back up now and go and get the RJ. If we can find a turning. Right, there we go. Is that? Yeah, it is. So there we go, this is what's known as the Chitin Cave on the volcano. If you hear people talking about the Chitin Cave, it's usually this one they're talking about. Basically others call it the Volcano Cave because it's actually at the base of the volcano. And sometimes others call the one we're about to go to the Chitin Cave, but both caves are good because you get lots of chitin out of both of them. Right, there we are. So we need to just jump off here. And let me see, can we access inventory? No, we can't ride you. No, we can't ride it because it's too far in the cave. Get off. So we'll just grab all this. Chitin doesn't weigh that much, so that's a good thing. The only problem we do... Come on. Is where we're standing, we're actually just between the... I can put that artifact into the otter. So we'll grab Cryopod it. There we go. Just that. And because we can't ride the RJ, because we're equivalent of being inside the cave, we're just getting it to follow us, and the RJ will just fly behind us. Hopefully not fly out into that Troodon that's over here. Right, so there we have it. We got a good chunk of chitin. I'll just stick this new one on. Keep my head warm. Right, and there we go, we've got our artifact. We've got a wee thing there, we'll just stick that in there, and that in there. Right, so off we go. Right, so that is when you're flying around the bottom of the volcano, you'll see a clearance area across from the redwoods. And basically it's just a mound and with a big hole in it. Okay. So that's what you're looking for the Chitin Cave. Right, so I'll bring you back once we get over to the other cave. We're just going to keep everything with us and fly straight over there now and do a quick cave run. Back soon. Okay folks, so that's us just over outside the next cave entrance, which I'll bring up the map and I'll just let you see. and give you some coordinates as well for it. Now, this is one of the first easy caves you would ever do. This is actually where I came over and grabbed the dung beetle early on, and I was on the moss chops at that point. So yeah, it is a very easy cave. You do have to watch out for the odd Megalania and the odd Arthropleura, mind you. So we're 80.1 latitude and 53.6 longitude, and just down here on this wee line, you actually come over the ledge and you see it's a drop off into a wee gully. You can actually come from the shore up through the gully from that direction, and you'll see it. The cave is just there behind us. Okay, so a funny thing, just as we were coming over here, just before we got to the cave, there was a yellow drop with a ring around it. And we were talking about saddles and saddle blueprints. And so I dove off, grabbed the drop, and to my surprise, we had a metal ceiling, or a metal catwalk blueprint, and a wee Ascendant Thylacoleo saddle. The drops, I think I've actually still got my drops set up a wee bit better than usual. I think it's at 2.5 instead of 1. But even that is a great saddle for having drop quality at 2.5. That's a fantastic saddle. And it's a blueprint as well. A wee bit expensive, 10k hide. Well, not really for Ascendant. So basically, we were talking about the Thyla basically having no armour whatsoever. I'll certainly be making a couple of these saddles. But yeah, it was a nice surprise. Right, so we're just in this cave. We can bring the RG in a bit, but once I jump off, it will turn around and say access inventory only. So basically, we'll leave the RG there, we'll get it to follow us out, and it means it's safe. So, yeah, we'll grab the Thyla, and we'll run in. We'll do this cave pretty quickly. So I'll leave that saddle blueprint on myself actually. I'll take it as... Oh, no, it's not following me. Right, so we've still got the otter on aggressive. Once we finish this cave, we'll put it back to being on neutral. Just in case you forget that when you're taming, if you get close to a tame when it's on aggressive, the otter will attack the tame that you're taming, which you'll lose levels off it. So, scurrying down here, I'm just going to be careful that we don't get a Megalania dropping down on us. I had actually been down here before, so I'm hoping it's actually respawned. Because if not, there'll be nothing in here if it hasn't had the chance to respawn. Which doesn't seem very much movement. There's 2 ways to go. You can drop down. I'll show you both ways. Ah no, there we go. We've got scorpions and spiders and whoa. They come out the roof and the walls in here as well, so that's why you always be careful, because you'll think that it's safe to jump off. And right in front of you, you've got Explorer Note. You've also got one, if you look down there where these spiders are, there's an Explorer Note just sitting down there. We'll go that way, we'll avoid the explorer note. And we'll eat that beetle for more keratin. A wee bit, I think. Yeah, we'll get a wee bit more weight. Already the chitin's starting to build up. Sling all this in now. Don't need all this. That's what we want. So, always in this cave with the big high ceilings, just have a look above you, just in case there's a megalania clinging for the roof. I know it doesn't help in these wee bits when you're trying to move along quickly. Oh, I thought I heard some spidders. I hate that when the web it slows you right down. Yep, hands. There we go. That puts some another wee bit of armour back on his. Right. So we're going this way first. This is away from where the artifact is. This is taking us down the other route. We can get to the artifact bit from here, but it just means we've got to do a swim. Which, it's not very good to actually get into the water usually. The water's full of piranha. And we were talking about the explorer note there. And you can just see it just where that spider's sitting over there. It's a nice wee dung beetle there, a bright orange one. So these spiders are not going to try and get us from this side, so we'll just go down. We'll go down and meet them halfway. Got to be careful with the water. Sarcos in the water. Sarcos can be in the water. Let's see, once I get this Thylo saddle made up, we'll be taking very, very, very little damage from spiders and that in here. Yeah, we'll go for another one. Throw that. Oh, that's kiting I'm throwing away. Not good. So, right, we'll clear that. Right, there we go. Right, so I'm gonna go and eat that dung beetle because it's cracking looking. We'll get snakes. Is that Arthropleura as well? So I've seen an Arthropleura spit. Oh no, I see spiders. Right, don't want to get that explorer note, but I want to tee that beetle. Right. Where are you going, spider? Okay. Right. Well, we'll run down to the bottom end of this cave. And you'll see there's another explorer note there. So that's 1, 2, 3. 3 explorer notes. Usually there's about 3 explorer notes per cave. So for this easy one, you've got that one there, you've got the one over just around this other side, which is just over there, just by that tree. Which we'll go back up and around the way we came, and then we'll go the other way down to where the artifact is. So we'll run up here quickly. So you've got what? An artifact, explorer note there as well. You've got the one down at the bottom there. So that's this path, this section of the cave done. You could actually go across the water and through that way. But as I say, it's not very good to go over the water. The amount of piranha that's usually in and circle. So we'll just come back up the top. Oh, yeah. Did I take another turn? Right. Okay, so that was quick spawning. Right, so here we have. One wee second, just while I check that. Yes, this way you come in. Right, because that's the drop off there. That's the shortcut if you want to get down to the artifact quickly. Especially with Thyla, you can climb up and down there quickly. As you see, there's Arthur player waiting for us, so I want to check. I don't know if the artifact is spawned back in yet. That's the only problem with single player as well. It takes, unless you're on 24/7 at the time, sometimes, basically, some things don't spawn back in, or they take forever to spawn in. Which is annoying. You would think the respawn times would be the same for single player as you would on official, so it is a wee bit annoying when stuff doesn't spawn back in when you need it to. Right, so there's a few wee pathways. You seen that one where we looked over the side and down the ledge. If you go straight down that one, you go through a tunnel and you're straight at the artifact. I'm hearing a lot of hissing and stuff. Right. The snakes. Come on. Titan boa venom. Might as well take the tributes. It's a blueprint, that must have been at that drop. Stick that in. It's not great, but it'll do. Right, so we're going to start bumping his weight up now a bit, because he is starting to put the beef on. Or she is, should I say. You sling this meat. A lot of prime meat. I usually keep all the recipes, so I've got a full set of recipes, but don't need them at the moment either. Basically. Right. So we're going to go to the edge of the water bit there, and you'll see there's another pathway through there. There's one over that side. We're going to go this way because really I don't want to be getting off the mount, and I'm going to have to. Right, so I'm not going that way then. If I've got to get off the mount, then to get the artifact, we'll go through this one. This one takes us right through to where there's the artifact through there, just shining. So we'll get rid of this lot, the upper pleuras and stuff. Okay, there's everything broken now. That's what I mean about Arthur Pleura. Doesn't matter what durability that you've got armour on, they will destroy it. I could have had ascending tech armour on there and they would have still destroyed it in one shot. That's why when you're running caves, Arthur Pleura are one of the worst annoying things about. Oh, that was just a cloth. Oh, my trousers. Inspired now. Right. So basically, unfortunately now, with the moss chops I could get right through that other way. Moment, I'm gonna have to get off, run through, grab. Let's spawn back quick. Oh, that's good. Right, so we go. Access. I need to watch because the otter's on. There we go. Look, we can put that into the otter, pick the otter up, and grab ourselves another one. Magic. So there we go. We've got two artifacts from that one, and one of them's in the otter, which really you should only be allowed to pick up one artifact at a time, which the otter being able to carry an artifact is pretty good. Yeah, 10k carry weight, that should be enough. Go for a bit more stamina, I think. Just do a quick heal up after the Arthur Pleura, and I can definitely hear a snake hissing about somewhere. I think it's actually in the wall. It's the only annoying thing about the caves. There's a lot of insects and a lot of the beasts get stuck in behind the walls and stuff. So you can hear them, but you can't actually get to them. But if they're stuck in there, it means they're not coming out after us, which is a good thing. So because, as I was saying, because we got our crafting, our chem benches up, the great thing now is these caves are perfect for the kiting. And we was taming the Doedicurus in the last episode of this series. It gets us plenty of stone now, so basically we can produce our own cement paste by the ton, basically, and not have to worry really to rely on the beaver dam so much now. Because all this that we're going to get now, oops, apart from the stuff that I'm throwing away, but all this and the stuff that RG's got on it now will all go to becoming cement and paste. And you know, say once I finish, there we go. I love the tile of being able to do that. That's the wee jump bit, that's the way we come in. So basically, really all we had to do was come in, jump down there, run down here, and straight under there, and that was you to the artifact. It's to get in and out quickly. A grapple to get up there, and that's you. You're in and out. It's the easiest cave. It's got to be the easiest cave in the game. One of the quickest anyway to get the artifact. And that was the other pathway we took at the beginning, where we went down around the other way. So if you remember where the explorer notes are, if you are needing some levels onto your tile or something, then yeah. Let's say I'm trying to do this without using Explorer notes, but certainly if you need a wee bit, if you don't grind or can't get on to grind as much, Explorer notes are perfect for getting levels up. Also, alphas, or even the combination of an Explorer note and maybe an alpha, then would be a good experience boost for the player and whatever team. Right. This one's a bit fidgety sometimes. Right. Here we are. So, we got all that goodies and all that cement paste chitin. So you don't have to use it on cement paste. Chitin's a big part of like RJ saddles. If you manage to get yourself a good RJ blueprint or that, then it's always handy hanging on to some chitin or keratin for RJ saddles. Because this is the only primitive I've got on as well, so I really need to figure out and get some loot drops done. Let's say I'll need to check the quality. I think it's at 2.5 from one of my other playthroughs I was doing. But even that, to get that Thylo saddle blueprint sending, that's unreal. I don't even think I've ever had a Thylo saddle blueprint like that, and I've had the loot drop quality higher than that before. Right, so what's that? Is that me? It is. We got a wee bit of that. We will get you cryo back up. So we got some Titan boa venom and stuff as well. So did that not activate there? Yes. Come on. But yeah, that's basically really that. They two, the Chitin Cave and the volcano, and this one, they've got to be the easiest caves in the game. This one especially. One of the quickest, if you're just in for the artifact, is this one. There we go. Ride. We can fly out. It'll go glitch a wee bit just until we get outside. Right. And passive. And that'll put the... Oh, well, wait a minute. Actually, put it back in neutral. Just in case something hits us. So... There we go. We've got an RJ full of chitin, which is superb. I've just got to spend the next 4 or 5 hours turning it onto CP now. So, if you have enjoyed the series, enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscriptions are most appreciated. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and yeah, hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. And take care, stay safe, and we'll catch you next one.